Sanibonani football lovers, welcome to PK Sports. Igama lami Mbongi Nkosi. Ngithembe uthini kahle, niyaphila. Danko. In today's video, I have the latest news update on what is happening currently with the Kaizer Chiefs, as it was reported by Mazola J Molefe, saying that Kaizer Chiefs, it seems like they are finalizing the final details that need to be ironed out, and then after then Langelihle Phili is good as a Kaizer Chiefs player, so that's good news, but we cannot celebrate as yet, because if ever they don't agree on those terms that they need to iron out, I mean the details, simply means with the deal might collapse. And we'll talk about Fernando da Cruz ukuthi he is the reason why Kaizer Chiefs is pushing so hard to get to Langelihle Phili, versus khuluma about Faze Abrahams, sikhulume ngoKhupulang Tawunyane, as it was reported that he is part of those players that Kaizer Chiefs are willing to swap to get to Faze Abrahams. Kodwa ke nalazo daba ngaphambi kokuthi sekude bengicela ningisize ngento eyodwa ngokulike on the video and subscribing to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Kodwa ke maso subscribe danko kaningi asivele sihlala udabeni. Obviously, we all know that Kaizer Chiefs are pushing so hard to get to Langelihle Phili, and of which, to some of us, we see it as a good idea to get to Phili, but you also have to be concerned about, will he be able to perform? Because it's not like Kaizer Chiefs is going to sign an established player, but it's a player that has a potential, and there are chances that he might succeed, and there are also chances that he might fail. But what is important is that the way Coach Fernando da Cruz is going to use him is going to be the way that will allow Langelihle Phili shine, because we know very well that he is a typical winger that has a speed, has a skill, and in 1v1s he's very good. That's why he scored those goals and assisted 2 times, but that doesn't count for anything, as he's going to a new club, new environment, obviously new challenges. But one thing that is stuck on my mind is the fact that since it took so long for him, if it happens that Kaizer Chiefs get to finalize everything and sign him, is that already he has pressure to perform because of how everything was handled, because everyone would want to see what is it that Kaizer Chiefs are seeing so much that they were making sure that they are trying by all means to secure his signature. And there's also pressure to perform, also pressure from the fans. So obvious, you can see it already, it's going to be difficult for him, but it's also an opportunity for him to test himself with, okay, as a player, how can I be able to handle everything that is going to happen? Because I know very well it's not that all the players that are young are not good. They are good. But one thing we are concerned about is the fact that they are not players that you can say, I can rely on these players. Because also them as players, they need to be protected by the senior players. So if you expect them to be the ones that are going to carry the team, it becomes difficult for them. Some of them, it hinders their growth. With Phili coming from a development of Stellenbosch, we know very well even with DDC, Stellenbosch was a good team for 3 consecutive years. They were always pushing to win that DStv Diski Challenge Cup. But now he made a breakthrough with Stellenbosch senior team, and he was able to perform, of which I believe he did that on his own. But with the Chiefs, it's a different story. Why? It is because everything that you do at Chiefs, people are watching. So sometimes players, they are not failing, not because they are not good, but it's because they get consumed and they get overwhelmed by the pressure. That's the concern. It's not the fact that he's not good. He is good. It's just that, will he be able to perform now? Because that's what we want in a player when we sign a player. We sign players that are better than the ones that we have, because we want them to deliver. And I believe that's why Kaizer Chiefs vele imfuna kangaka, because they see okay, there's something in him. Same thing we saw with Uvelebai. But we know very well that some players, they find it difficult to adapt as quickly as possible to a club like a Kaizer Chiefs. So, if everything goes according to plan, I believe that Kaizer Chiefs will sign Ulangelihle Phili, and we hope that he will perform for the club. It is important for him to do so, because otherwise, we know very well that we want players, but also when they don't perform, it's us again who are going to be calling them by names. So let's move to Indaba. Fernando da Cruz. He is the reason why Kaizer Chiefs kept on pushing, even though at some point there was a moment for them, they decided to know, maybe we should let go of Upili and focus on other players. But he decided to know, this is the profile of a player that I need for my system. And I believe that he might push Uvelebai off his limits and might get a better version of Uvelebai through that competition, as there's Umode on that left winger that is going to guide them. But also Umode, I believe with Fernando da Cruz is going to use him in a way that is going to help the club. So at least we have 3. If we get to Peel, we have 3 left wingers. So now inkinga seyuba kuphi ngale kwiside la right, whereby ukuthi for now we have Umfundo Vilakazi, but also Khanyisa Mayo can play as a right winger. But with Tulilepo leaving, surely Kaizer Chiefs must sign a replacement for Ulilepo, and it was reported that they want to face Abrahams. So with to face Abrahams, it's not also a matter of quality, but it's a matter of knowing very well that you are releasing a player that has established himself, a proven goal scorer, a tried and tested player. For a player that you know very well that he hasn't proven himself as young as he is. He went to Israel and played there, but that doesn't guarantee that at Chiefs he might also succeed. Because I believe that as a club, you have your own development. Why you waste your time going to sign another team's development and they tell you that they want this amount for that player, while you have your own players? Abo Malif with DDC, you have Abo Makubo with DDC. You have your own good players. Because you won't tell me that it's because of experience yipi anayo leyo kudlala le ehlathini la le Israel. It's all about that. It's not about good. No, he's not good. But for a team like Kaizer Chiefs, whereby they need a player that is going to hit the ground running, there's no way that Ufeis Abrahams can be able to step in those shoes of Ulilip as Valenjetan. But he's going to be a good addition to the club. And right now they are using another DDC player to make sure Guti they finalize that deal for Ufeis Abrahams to come at Chiefs. Utaunyane Khupulang, another young centre back that was instrumental for Kaizer Chiefs and clinching that DDC league with season 2024-2025. So that tells you something with okay, at least there's something that they've realized with their reserve team players. With if ever we are not going to use them with senior team, let's use them in a different way. With it benefits us as a club. We do swap deals with these players or get to sell them because it's going to benefit us. And I believe with another reason why Dylan Shepherd was brought in with technical team of Fernando da Cruz is because of that reason. As it was reported, he's still going to be part of a reserve team at Kaizer Chiefs and also is going to be part of a senior team. He's going to be that bridge of which I believe from now on, these youngsters that are playing with reserve team at Kaizer Chiefs, at least they'll have a chance to have someone that is going to monitor their progress in such a way which is going to oversee everything that is happening lapana with DDC, because they know very well there's no way that Kaizer Chiefs can invest so much money in the development of these players and end up not utilizing them within a team, of which it is something they should revisit. Our development should be the future of the club. As much as we will make signings, we look for experienced players, but you must prioritize making sure that these reserve team players, they are also part of the future of the Kaizer Chiefs. They are the investment of the future. And I believe that's the role he was tasked with Dylan Shepard, as he knows everything about the club, including the reserve team. So I believe with such decisions, for now, they get to be overlooked because you don't see the progress. But when time goes by, everyone realized that, okay, this was the reason why Dylan Shepard was appointed as the second assistant of Fernando da Cruz, and also given that license to go back and work with a coach like Abovela Khumalo who reserve team, so that he understands everything with, okay, I'm preparing these youngsters for the demands of a senior team football and the expectations, so that they don't get overwhelmed. They know this is what we have to do in order for us to succeed. Kaizer Chiefs produces best talents, but most of the time they don't get to be used with senior team. It's only few. And you don't have to blame them also, because not all of those youngsters are going to be successful with Kaizer Chiefs, a senior team.